Hi, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from yourblackworld.com. Excuse my voice. My voice is always a little froggy when I wake up in the morning. So at least you know I'm authentic. I'm in Atlanta right now. I love Atlanta. Atlanta is one of my top three favorite cities with New York and Chicago. And I've actually went to all three this week, so it's been a great week and a fun week. I'm ready to go home though. But anyway, while I was here, yesterday I had a great tour of the Tyler Perry Studios. Tyler invited us over, and they really did a good job of showing us all around the studio. And I really found it to be an extraordinary experience because, whether you like Tyler's movies or not, you have to give Tyler credit for two things. One, he's created a lot of jobs in the black community, particularly in black Hollywood, where there are so few opportunities. He allowed some of those, black stars that we might have forgotten about or that aren't getting opportunities in Hollywood to come to Atlanta and resurrect their greatness, which I think is extraordinary. The second thing you have to give Tyler credit for is the fact that he's a good person. Tyler is one of those guys that will give you the shirt off his back. I've rarely heard anybody who knows him who said anything negative about him. And you can't say that about everybody. I can think of a few quote unquote celebs where everybody says something negative about that person, and because they think that in order to be successful, you have to crush other people. Tyler creates his success by elevating other people, and you can't get mad at that. The other thing is, yesterday I had a surprise birthday party, and I want to say thank you to everybody who showed up. It was really touching to know that there were people who loved me enough to take time out of their day to come to my party. I was so appreciative and so grateful. But with that said, I want to talk for a second about fatherhood. In case you know anything about my background, my biological dad wasn't there, when I was born. But another man stepped in and did an amazing job raising me. In my mind, that is my father. That's the person I call on Father's Day. I think that it's important for the black community, for all of us to really always make sure we take a second to acknowledge the extraordinary fathers in our community. There are so many black men who will never get on TV, who will never get the spotlight shined on them for doing the wonderful things that they're doing, but they do exist. And many of you know those individuals, whether that's your own father or somebody else's father or whatever. And I encourage you to really elevate that and exalt that and really show them that you're proud of them, because it's not that easy. It's not easy being a black person in America, period. But I can say as a black man, there are lots of people that are trying to crush you, trying to destroy you, trying to rip your soul out of your chest, and so that support is very important. The second thing I want to say is that we all know that we've got an issue in our community when it comes to fatherlessness, which I don't think is entirely our fault. I believe that the prison industrial complex and the loss of jobs and the weakened educational system over the last 40 years has really destroyed the black family. I think that we're in a process of rebuilding. I was talking about this with Lamar and Ronnie Tyler, the owners of blackandmarriedwithkids.com. We're in a process where we're trying to rebuild our families, which means we have to teach people how to be better husbands, how to be better fathers, how to be better mothers, and how to be better wives, and how to raise children, all of that, because we lost a lot of that, especially during the crack era. A lot of those children are now adults who were born at that time, and some of them don't have a clue. I think that the first thing we want to really push is what I call or it's kind of a replica of what they do in New York with terrorism is, if you see something, say something. That means that if you see a black man who has convinced himself that he is nothing but a stork, which means that you show up, you deliver the baby, and then you bounce. You get the girl pregnant, and then you run. Well, you tell that man, look, you're not an animal. You're not a stork. Your job is to be there for those children. In many cases, that might be your brother. It might be your friend. It might be somebody in your own family. You have to say something to that person and let them know that this is not appropriate. This is not who we are. This is not how we behave. And fatherhood does matter. Even if you're not a good father, just being a present father and at least doing your best goes a very long way toward raising children. We can't give up on each other. We can't give up on our community. We can't give up on our kids, because we know that is the future. So that's all I really want to say today. We are not animals. We are not storks. We are meant to be men, and men must stand up. And congratulations to the great fathers out there. That's all I want to say for today. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World. Until we meet again, stay strong, be blessed, be educated. I am gone. Peace.